Welcome to MetalCast, the podcast where we're turning up the heat on all things metal, roofing. On this show, we'll explore the world of metal roofing from its durability to design, expert insights, and more. Join us as we bang out the details on the toughest roofs in the game. Get ready to unleash the power of metal roofing. Hello, everyone. My name is Megan Ellsworth here at MetalCoffeeShop.com, and you are listening to another episode of MetalCast. I'm really excited today because we're talking about sealant and sealing your reputation like a pro. We're talking about the Geocel 4350, and I'm here with Jeff Hung. Hi, friend. How are you?
Good, Megan. How are you doing?
I'm so good. I'm excited to talk sealant and all the things. But before we get into that, I'll just have you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and Geocel.
Sure, great. Thank you for the time today, everyone. My name is Jeff Hung, and I am the National Sales Manager for our GSL products, which consist of sealant roof repair products for your commercial and residential roofs. We also have gutter sealants as well, and also siding, window, and door sealants as well. So we kind of cover the building envelope, if you say,
Awesome.
more mainly for the exterior protection against the all weather climates.
Yeah, that's amazing. I always love seeing you all at the trade shows and seeing the products in person and seeing them at work. It's always really impressive. Let's just dive right in.
Sure thing.
What are some most common ceiling challenges contractors face on the job, especially in tough weather conditions? I know you mentioned it's raining where you're at today, like
Correct.
rain, cold. What are they
Correct.
facing?
Yeah, I mean it runs the gamut. I mean, even on a sunny day, it could be hot, it could be windy.
Yeah,
You have all sorts of conditions that you're dealing with, but mostly when people are trying to tend something to fix something, it's a leak. There's water coming in somewhere. So
yep,
typically that's happening when it's raining out.
right.
So you definitely need something, a product that can not only withstand moisture, but also be able to fully function as a sealant, adhere, and also potentially need to cure in those type of conditions.
Yeah,
So that's where I think sort of GSL can thrive. It has thrived in a lot of those areas with our products.
yeah. Kind of a side question, but how does GSL work with like dust and like you mentioned wind, and I'm thinking like a
Yeah,
place like New Mexico where it's super dusty and windy.
yeah.
How does it deal with that?
Yeah, so different technologies will work better. I know we're talking about our 4350 product today, but
Yeah,
other GSL products has the capability to cut through some of that stuff.
that's
So
awesome.
like our solvent-based tripolymer line, our 2300, 2315, 2320, our gutter sealant,
Okay.
some of the capabilities of our solvent-based products are able to cut through some of that grease, grime,
Yeah.
where there's where surface prep is not the best, maybe where you can't get
Yeah.
all that stuff off. Some of our
Hmm.
solvent base will actually cut through some of that stuff and kind of get through it and then adhere to the surface. So depending on it, we always say clean, dull, and dry. But if
Yeah.
you can't get it to that pristine stage with surface prep, then some of our products with our solvent base might be a little better recommendation for those
Yeah.
type of needs.
Got it. Got it. So, how important is it to use a sealant that works across different materials like metal, siding, glass, copper?
Yeah, very important.
Yeah.
It's almost like you need something that can perform on all surfaces
Yep.
and be able to adhere to dislike surfaces. So if you're working on a shingle roof and you're trying to seal around a shingle flashing that comes up a wall to some concrete or even some brick or even some metal, you need something that can adhere to those dissimilar surfaces. And a benefit of the hybrid products has that capability where it has that tenacity of adhesion to multiple surfaces, meaning all your common roofing type building materials, but you mentioned glass,
Yeah,
copper. You'll see some of those conditions out there, and you definitely need something that can be compatible with all those things. And that's where, and last, you want it to last. You don't want something to be leaking again the next day or not curing properly or adhesion. Adhesion is the main thing is to be able to
right.
stick all those type of surfaces, hold it on its own, and be long lasting as well. So that's
Yeah.
very important. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you're dealing with all sorts of different types of penetrations and
Mhm.
flashings. Absolutely. So, how do you ensure that your sealant performs in wet or cold conditions?
Yeah, so typically, what when we try to ask those questions up front, I know sometimes that's not always an opportunity to
Yeah,
do so. When a contractor needs something right away, he's going to go grab it off the shelf. So what
yeah,
we try to do is make sure we're educating everybody we can as far as our customer base, end user, our distribution partners, anybody that's, whenever we're doing training. And the main thing we always point out is it doesn't matter what product you're using. The questions we ask typically is, where are you using it and what do you need it to do? Those are the main things we want to
yep,
hear from you, the applicator, the contractor. That way it gives us a good idea of what we can provide you.
yeah,
GSL has a plethora of products, a lot of overlapping uses, but there's always usually one product that's the best case scenario as long as we know what you needed to do and where you're using it. So those are the things we want to ask, preferably at the beginning. But then, when you're trying to grab something, we just want to make sure the contractors, the end user is aware, hey, if you don't know, check our website, try to contact our customer service or reach out to our regional rep team, any of that, we're here to help. We're able to provide that type of instruction and confidence, really.
yeah,
uh,
yeah. And it's nice to work with a company that's willing, to work with you and make sure that you as the contractor are getting everything that you need, and someone that kind of has your back in situations like that. That's awesome.
yep.
So, when you're sealing something like a roof penetration or working around flashings or solar panels,
Mhm.
what do you need? What does the contractor need from a sealant to get that job done right?
Yeah. Again, understanding what type of materials you're going to be
Yeah.
what you're dealing with. I mean,
Hmm.
solar panels, you're probably dealing with metal, you're probably dealing with some glass
Hmm.
as part of the solar setup. And then what's the roof? Is it single ply? Is it rubber? Is it built
Hmm.
up? Is it shingle? What is it? Is it concrete? What is it going to be sitting on or attached to? So knowing all those type of components and then matching a sealant to that.
Got it.
That's where you get, okay, you get to your distributor or you call GSL, hey, I'm dealing with solar installation or whatever pipe penetration you're putting it through. These are the components or the building materials that it's going to touch. And that way
Yeah.
we can put you in the proper product for it. So it's details. You still need details with it, knowing what you're going to be adhering to, what you're trying to fix, and then matching it to the proper sealant or repair product that
Yeah.
works.
Okay. And how does the Geocel 4350 kind of come into play with that, especially when they're sealing penetrations?
Yeah, yeah. So the GSL 4350 is our hybrid construction sealant.
Got it.
And so specifically great for indoor outdoor use. So that's a benefit there.
Yeah.
Being a hybrid, it's not solvent based. It's zero VOC, so very low, zero odor basically.
Oh,
So
awesome.
yeah, so very environmentally safe with a hybrid technology. But then also with the hybrid 4350, the technology allows it to be compatible with all types of substrates and surfaces. So if you're sealing a pipe penetration, which is typically maybe a rubber to plastic type scenario, no problems with that. But also with the hybrids, has great adhesion, but also UV resistant and also
Nice.
elongation as well, where it's able to move, stretch, and it won't dry hard. So a lot of petroleum type repair products, they will dry, they will crack over time.
Yeah.
Exposure with these hybrid or 4350 hybrid construction sealant, UV stable, will long lasting and will stay pliable. So with all that movement, with the penetration to the roof, it'll keep up with that. We always joke, hey, if your roof is blown off, your GSL is probably holding that penetration onto that roof still down the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
huge.
yeah,
And it's nice that it works with different substrates. That's
that's the
really
key.
convenient.
That's the key where we say our hybrid products, not only 4350, but all of our hybrid lineups,
Hmm.
it's kind of the new wall. It's kind of like, hey, any situation, even when a contractor it does not knowing what he's going to go up to a roof and deal with, you're probably pretty safe with any of our hybrid lineups from GSL.
Yeah.
It's a good product.
Yeah. Let's talk about the UV resistance for a second there. Why would, I mean, it might be a little obvious, but why is UV resistance so important in a sealant?
Oh yeah, I mean it's probably one of the biggest things, especially if you're going to just leave it alone as a standalone repair. You're
Yeah.
not going to coat over it. You're not going to be covering it up with another membrane. So if it's going to be exposed to the elements, UV, wind, rain, temperature, you need that type of performance characteristic to keep it long lasting.
Yeah.
You know, with GSL 4350 or any other GSL product for that matter, we're going to say it's going to last. I want to throw out lifetime out there, but it's going to last a pretty long, it's going to be a long
Wow.
lasting repair for
Nice.
that situation. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
That's,
great.
that's very important with UV exposure for sure.
Yeah, especially now more than ever, for sure. Um, how does a contractor, how would they be able to tell if a sealant is going to hold up over time? Are there any tips or tricks that you've learned over your years?
Yeah, it's difficult to learn to know that right away,
Yeah.
but I would say I would definitely recommend contractors to read up on the product. A lot of products have, social media reviews as well.
Yeah.
So trust your peers,
Mm.
and that's where I think a lot of products out there have a great following, not just GSL, but
Yep.
with GSL itself, we have a pretty solid performance name out there. It kind of synchronizes with quality. So
Mhm.
I think for contractors, hey, if you're new to GSL, hey, let us show you what it can do. We're always willing to do trainings, talk to you, provide free samples and demos. Hey, try this out. Tell me what you think of it. So don't just take our word for it. Use
Yeah.
it. We love that feedback from the contractor as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, and the give and take in a relationship like that
Oh
is so
yes.
important and being able to provide a platform for your contractors where they can feel comfortable saying like, "Hey, I think this product needs XYZ," or "This is the best product ever and everyone should buy
Yeah.
it." Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's whether good, bad, or ugly, we want to hear it all. And
Mhm.
which it's pretty positive usually. But we
Yeah.
want to hear, hey, we want feedback. We want to make sure that, hey, we're putting out products that can meet the actual needs of the contractor when they're on the
Absolutely.
job. So
Yeah.
that's why we want to make sure it's, the not I don't want to say the easiest, but hey, the most convenient, the right product for the right application.
Yep. Yeah. So, are there is there advice you could give contractors on how they could test a new sealant product before using them on the job?
Yeah.
And maybe just hit home why they should try a sealant like Geocel 4350?
Yeah, yeah. Real simple. Just get a caulk gun, cut the
Yep.
tip of it, and gun it out. See what it looks like. See how it reacts, how it feels. That's what kind of how we even test other products. It's just getting it out of the tube. It's
Yep.
we want to. That's how we typically do our demos. Is hey, take a look at this, see how it feels, even how it smells. That could be a indicator as well.
Yeah.
So and then we have a lot of people that will do their own testing and it's not industry standards, but hey, they'll
Right.
gun up the sealant, they put it in their freezer and take it out a week later and see just look at it, touch it, feel it, pull it,
Mhm.
see what it does, see how it holds up to those type of temperature extremes.
Mhm.
or put it underwater, or right away see if it how it feels. A lot of people like to tool their sealants with their finger.
Yeah,
They kind of know right away how it feels, how it spreads. Those are quick things where a contractor can really give a great initial feedback or reaction to either quality, or if they have questions about it, then we're there to answer those questions.
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so if there are contractors out there, which I know there are, who want to seal their reputation with a high performance product like Geocel, where can they find Geocel 4350 and get started using the product?
Yeah, great question. So GSL 4350 and all other GSL products, we are sold through all of the major wholesale roofing distribution houses.
Awesome.
If you cannot find 4350 at theirs, they may not stock it locally at that one location, but they have full access to all of our GSL lines.
Okay.
So, or if you're having issues or you can't find it, just go to our website, gselusa.com. Reach out, send an email, reach out to our customer service team, and then we'll connect them with our regional and local reps, and we'll see you face to face as well. Hand deliver some tubes to you.
I love it. Such service.
Yes.
Are there any pro tips or resources to get started using it effectively that contractors can have access to?
Yeah. Again, go to our website. We
Okay.
have a sealant technical manual there as well that can help guide and resources to help a contractor kind of go through like caulking 101.
Got it.
Sometimes there are things that we don't want to take it for granted that everybody knows the basics, but hey,
Mhm.
always a good refresher too,
Mhm.
to understand bead size, again, ideal application temperatures. Products might react differently to certain temperature. Some that we have products that can apply while wet, maybe even underwater.
Yeah.
Just some of those tips to just refresh themselves on caulking 101,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, fabulous. And then also that's such a great resource for new hires and trainees that
Oh,
they're
yes.
trying to get trained up and into the field. So absolutely go to geocelusa.com to learn
Mhm.
more. And then you can also go to the Geocel directory on metalcoffeeshop.com and learn more there as well. And listen to all the other podcasts we've done with Jeff and webinars and all that stuff. So definitely go check all of that out.
Mhm.
Jeff, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for chatting with me.
No problem. Thank you, Megan. We appreciate it as always.
Absolutely. Everyone, please go to the GSL directory on metalcoffeeshop.com. Go check it out, and we'll be seeing you next time on the next MetalCast. Ready to raise the metal roof? Subscribe to MetalCast now and stay tuned for all things metal roofing. Go to metalcoffeeshop.com to learn more. Rock on, and we'll catch you on the next episode.